Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a collab video and a tag video, and I'm really excited for it. But basically, Alex from Beauty Addict next door, she's been one of my YouTube friends for a very long time now, and actually the first YouTuber that I ever did a collab video with. She reached out to me and a couple of other girls and asked if we would like to do a collab video and do an empowering women tag. I thought that was a fantastic idea. I was completely on board with it, and I'm really excited to do it. So we have a handful of other YouTubers that will be doing this tag as well. I will leave everybody linked down below. I'll leave their YouTube channel and their Instagram. At the time that I'm filming, we don't have a confirmed list yet. Some people are still, maybe they can do it, maybe they can't, that sort of thing. So I don't want to list everybody here because I'm afraid I'm going to leave someone out who thought maybe they couldn't do it, but then they can do it, and I don't want to like leave anybody out. But be sure to check the description box because I'll leave everybody linked down there. But I'm excited. This tag is all about empowering women, which I think is a fantastic idea. I'm also going to do this video completely makeup free. A lot of times when I do these kind of more like serious, like chit chat type of videos, I've found myself just not putting makeup on, and I think that's fine. I think it's kind of refreshing to see like beauty YouTubers doing some videos completely makeup free, because usually when we do these videos we're in more of a glam type of mode. But I'm gonna skip the makeup. I also just woke up. I probably have bedhead and I probably look tired, but I got my coffee next to me, so it's all good. But we're just gonna go through and answer some questions, so why don't we hop into question number 1. Okay, so the first question is, describe a moment that you felt powerless and how you overcame it. If you haven't overcome it, what could you do to overcome it? So describe, I really haven't, I saw the questions, but I haven't really like thought of my answers because I like doing things more on the fly. But describe a moment that you felt powerless and how you overcame it. I have talked about this on my channel before, but I am a survivor of sexual abuse. I was abused by a stepbrother in my family when I was 11 years old. And, even at the age of 11, it's very interesting of how truly powerless you feel, but how much you know that your life is being changed forever. Even back in, this happened in like 97 or 98, before there was a lot of like knowledge on the topic, and I still knew, even at 11, that my life will forever be changed because of someone else's decision to make that decision. So if that makes any sense. But definitely that was a point of my time where the abuse went on for 6 months, that I felt pretty powerless the entire time and pretty unsure of what to do. And how I overcame it was I finally confided in a friend who took me to the school guidance counselor, who then made the call to my mom and my stepdad, and we started the process of, getting him out of the house and getting him help and all that stuff. So it's definitely something that, I did feel powerless at the time, and there's still times where I get really upset about it. Like, you can probably tell that I'm upset about it, but it also taught me a lot, and it taught me that even as a young girl, that I could be strong and I could overcome something and I could get my power back. Question number 2 is, describe a makeup look that makes you feel empowered. I don't know if I have a particular makeup look that makes me feel empowered, but one thing that I do want to say, and especially since getting on YouTube, is how more empowered I feel without wearing makeup. Before I started a YouTube channel, if I ever went anywhere, even if I was just running to the grocery store for a few items, I would always put some sort of makeup on my face. I'd put a powder on my face, I'd put eyeliner. You would never see me go out with a completely blank face. And since starting YouTube, I have felt so much more confident. Like, when I first started YouTube, would I think that I would ever film videos to put out for thousands of people to watch without wearing a stitch of makeup on my face? No, I wouldn't have thought that. But YouTube has definitely given me a newfound confidence, and I definitely appreciate that. There is times where, I'm constantly going out without makeup on. I was just on my Snapchat last night talking about how I went to a restaurant with my husband, completely barefaced. I have no problem with that anymore. I even went to a party one time, like a bunch of friends were having a get together at the house, and I showed up completely makeup free. And I remember one of my friends was like, "Were you just at the pool or something?" I'm like, "Nope, I didn't feel like wearing makeup today." So it's interesting that starting a beauty YouTube channel has definitely made me feel more empowered in my own skin and my own natural look. So the third question is, name a song that makes you feel empowered. One song that I always really loved was from Christina Aguilera, and is it called Beautiful? but it's either called Beautiful or Survivor, or perhaps I'm thinking of two different songs that both made me feel really empowered. But I remember she came out with an album around the time that I was actually going through some like physical abuse from a boyfriend in high school, and she came out with this album, and I would sing so many of her songs. Like, there's a lot of songs on there that made me feel empowered. And even though this was like another moment in my life where I was definitely feeling powerless and I felt like things were getting really out of control, and I would just listen to that album on repeat. So yeah, that was definitely like that full album, I feel like had a lot of songs that really resonated with me. So question 4 is discuss a moment when you felt empowered. So one moment where I did definitely feel empowered was the day that I released my first book. So I'm an author. If you're new to my channel, welcome. But I am an author. It's what I do full time, is I write books. I have 4 full-length novels out there, and I also just released a holiday novella. I do have a big giveaway going on in the month of November for it, so I'll leave all that information linked down below. But writing a book was something that I always wanted to do since the time that I was 9 years old. I knew that I wanted to write a book one day. It's interesting because I didn't get a ton of support with it. When I would tell people I wanted to write a book or I was working on writing a book, it was always kind of met with like, but you know you're not actually going to publish a book, right? Like, really, my mom and my grandmother were like the only like 2 really big supporters in my life. Like, even like friends and other family members were like, why are you writing a book? Like, that's not going to go anywhere. That's not going to do anything. And so when I did publish my first book, which is called Destined to Fail, I definitely felt a lot of empowerment that day. And I felt like this was a goal I set out for myself to do, and I achieved it. And it was such an awesome feeling. Okay, question 5 is, what is something that you do to feel empowered? I know it might be kind of strange, but I look up encouraging quotes every single day. And a lot of times I post them somewhere on my social media. I've been starting to post a lot of them to Instagram, and I know a lot of people have been commenting on those pictures that has a quote, or even sending me a message just saying like that quote really meant something to me. And every single time that I post a quote, it's something that means a lot to me personally, and it is something that, you know, can pick me up or can give me some motivation, and definitely just helps encourage me and help me get through a day, because I'm someone who struggles with depression and it's not easy. So just taking a few moments out of the day to look up encouraging quotes, and then not only just look at them and read them, but really think about the quote and think about what it means to me in my life, is definitely a time where I feel empowered. So question 6 is, name something that you love about each of the YouTubers you are collabing with. So this one's kind of hard for me because, like I said, I don't have like the exact confirmed list as I'm filming this, and you know, some people have been able to do it and now they're not able to do it and that sort of thing. So I don't want to name some people and then like forget about some, because I feel like that would be really rude. But one thing that I would say about not only just the group of women that we're doing the collab with, but so many other of like the female YouTubers out there, is how amazing it is to get the support. It's something that I didn't think would happen when I first started a YouTube channel, that I would actually be making friends with other YouTubers who do the same things, and that they would become really a huge support system for me. I lean on my virtual friends so much. You know, we talk to each other almost every single day. We're asking questions. We're being excited for each other's, you know, milestones and achievements and that sort of thing. And it's been amazing, because I know a lot of people can maybe think that, you know, girls are catty and all this type of thing, and especially when you throw in beauty, you know, then for some reason it just catapults it to, then we're just super duper catty, is all we care about is makeup and beauty. But that definitely has not been true, and I've just found so much support within the YouTube community and the other females. So it's amazing, and it's inspiring, and it's also very empowering. Okay, and then we just have 2 questions left, but number 7 is, name something that you love about yourself, 1 physical and 1 personality trait. Physical, I've always really loved my eyes, and not just because they're green, which I don't know, I feel like green eyes are like somewhat unique, but I really love them because they're the same as my mom's, which I just always think is really cool. Like, we have like the same eyes. But 1 personality trait that I love about myself would probably just be my like motivation. There's been so many times in my life where I've been knocked down, not just 1 peg, but like a lot of pegs. And I'm just always really proud of myself that I've always been able to stand back up and fight for what I believe in and just keep going. It's something that I really do admire about myself. I'm sorry if you can see like my arm moving. My dog is right next to me on my chair, and she just would prefer to be in my lap right now, but that's not gonna happen. The last question is, provide a tip on how we can empower others and ourselves. I think a way to empower others is to just constantly being nice. I mean, it sounds strange, but you know, being on social media, there's so many times where I get just crazy comments. I got a death threat the other day over a makeup tutorial. I mean, it's just pure insanity to me that it's 2016 and we still have cyberbullying going on the way that it does. It really does blow my mind, because I don't understand how cyberbullies haven't figured out that we figured them out. That when you go to such extremes to try to cut someone down, it's because you're not happy with yourself. Like, we figured it out, and you're unleashing that anger on an innocent person. So it still like confounds me that cyberbullying is as big as it is. But I try to set apart a time every single day to be on my social media, and in particular Instagram, because it's probably my favorite platform, just going through people's photos and not only just liking them, but trying to leave comments like, great wing, this look is beautiful, or great quote, great message that you said in your photo, just something like that, because I think it's too easy to forget how to not just be nice, but to be vocal about it. And I found myself doing it a lot too, where I was just constantly going through Instagram and just liking photos, but I wasn't saying anything. And you know, sometimes like I like to remind myself, like, one comment a day, like leaving one nice comment could completely change another person's day, because maybe they're having a really down day and you leave a nice comment and it could completely change them. So that's definitely one thing. And then the other part of the question was how to empower ourselves. Honestly, I feel like empowering yourself can really come from empowering others, like what I was just saying about leaving the nice comments and just doing what you can to be a better person would make you a better person, and in part I think that's what can help empower you. So I think that is a really big deal, and it's even something so small. I was just at an event this past weekend with some friends, and like a woman came up and like stood beside me, and she kind of like bumped into me, and you know, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh no, you're fine. I love your sweater." It was olive. I was like, "I love that color olive. It looks great on you." I mean, even just saying something to a complete stranger, you know, to just leave a nice message to them, I think is really important. So yeah, my dog is she's just going crazy right now. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this tag and collab video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you got a good message out of it. I really do encourage you to go to the other gals' YouTube channels and watch their videos as well. Like I said, I'll leave everybody linked down below, their YouTube and their Instagram, so you can follow them and watch their videos and hear what they have to say, because I think this is a really important video to do, and I'm very grateful for Alex for reaching out to me and asking if I would do this tag video as well. I also encourage you, you know, if you do have a YouTube channel, I hope you'll take some time and do this tag video as well, because I do think it's really important, and I'm really excited to see what all the other girls have to say about these questions, because they were very thought-provoking, and I'm excited to hear what everybody else has to say, because I'm sure we all kind of have like a different view and opinion on these questions. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and was able to take something away from it. Like I said, check out everybody else's videos down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I hope that you will subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you real soon in my next one. Bye.